feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to bring your loved ones a little bit closer. So it's been a minute, right? We had Thanksgiving last week, so I do hope that you were able to enjoy the holiday. I know that your gathering may not have been as large as it had been in previous years, but hopefully, you were able to make the most of it and just keeping each other safe and loved and as much as we can close to our hearts, especially during the holidays, right? So it's about making those moments as magical and special as we can. Maybe that's getting back to homemade cards or baking dishes or gathering around in those small groups to make them important. And so, I know it may be difficult for some of you, and just know that I completely understand. I did do a newsletter that is about grief and understanding grief during the holidays because as we get into the holidays now, the memories of your loved ones are going to come forward. You may miss them even more than ever, and just know that that's completely normal, but they're also around you and they're going to show themselves to you. They're going to do little things and you're going to feel them. So, whether it's a song that comes on, or perhaps somebody will say something, or you'll start to see maybe cardinals or something that just kind of says, "Oh my goodness, that is them, and they are with me." So be sure to keep that awareness expanded, right? In order for us to make those connections, that awareness has to be expanded. We have to do our part a little bit for sure to connect those dots. But again, your loved ones are giving it to you. And how are they giving it to you? And what are the ways that they are showing you? So, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, make sure you do that. Be sure there's lots of helpful tips every month with that monthly newsletter. You're first in the know with events, things like that. So you just go to thecolbyrebel.com, go to that home page, hit that subscribe, easy breezy, okay? So we've got a lot to do tonight. I'm going to take your calls. It's date night. I'm excited for it, right? Really can't wait to connect to you. If you have a question, right? If there's something specific you want to ask me, here is the place you can do that. All right. If you want to make that connection to a loved one, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Couple things that are coming up that I'm very, very excited about. I do have that this Monday. Okay. This is a beginner's animal communication workshop. So, very beginner, anybody can do it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's this Monday from 6 to 8 Pacific time. So you just go right on that Facebook page or the website, find it, sign up for it. We're going to have a really great time, okay? The other thing that's coming up is Merry Messages. So this is an evening of spirit messages with your loved ones, okay? And it's longer. So it's an hour and a half. And this will be really fun. It's just us. We're going to gather around Zoom. You need your ticket. So it's only those with a ticket that will have an opportunity to get that message. And these are really, really fun, right? Like, what does your loved one have to say? Is there anything that they want to share with you? So it's really going to be a beautiful evening. I am looking forward to it. Of course, your loved ones are looking forward to it. So, get some friends, get tickets, come hang out with me, and we'll have a good time. Also, now this is the first place I am mentioning this, but I do want to let you know I wanted to do a little holiday gift certificate special, okay? Because, it's been tough this year. There's a lot going on. And what better way to tell someone you care or what to do than to give them a gift certificate, all right? So, gift certificate, take a look at it closely. It is 15% off, okay? 15% off. It's for a limited time. So use that gift certificate for you, give it as a gift. Here's how you have to do it because, again, this hasn't been placed anywhere yet. All right. You're going to go to the website. You are going to then go to book a session and you're going to choose the gift certificate and you can gift it and you put that promo code in there. So it's the gift 15 promo code. Now this expires 12/25. So just be sure that you get yours as soon as you can so you have them. So anyhow, that is what's in the news. That's what's coming up. That's what we have that is exciting. And let us take some callers, shall we? So, again, here's the rules. As you know, we all like to talk about it, all right? No outside noises, please, all right? You have to be in a nice, quiet space, no speakerphone, no rowdy animals, kids, other halves, and nothing like that. All right. Know what your question is. So if it's a psychic question, what is that question? Don't be afraid to ask it. And if it is that spirit, who is it that you want to speak to? This way we can dive in. I'm going to do quick readings. We're going to get in there. Okay. Here we go. Let us do it. The calls are picked at random. Here we go. All right. All right. So let us start with 503. Hey, 503. This is Colby. Who is this?
I'm Gina.
Hi, Gina. How are you?
I'm great, Colby. How are you?
I am well. I'm well. What can I do for you tonight?
I'd love to connect with my mom, please.
Okay, got it. One of the things, am I right that this lady would be excited for the holidays or really wanting us to kind of get things out, get things settled in? Do you understand that with her with the holidays?
Not with her.
Do you understand it with another woman in the spirit world where we're
Correct.
decorating? Okay, so hang on one second. Bear with me. Let me just go with this other lady, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of decorations. She's very
Sure.
excited for the holidays. She gives me a feeling of enjoying to socialize. Do you understand this around the other lady?
I do.
Okay, got it. Now, really quick, I'm just curious. Would this other lady be a mother figure in some way for you? So, would this either be a grandmother or a mother in law? I'm just
Yes.
curious. Okay, okay. So, it's really funny because I guess they're just saying she wasn't specific when she asked for mom. So, I guess they wanted to put on the crown for mom. Real quick, too. Now, would your mom have been a little more shy, can I ask? Like really polite or taking a step back, not necessarily needing to be the center of attention?
No.
Okay. I've got this other lady where I feel like she would be there to help people. I feel like I don't know. I definitely feel like she's connected to you. Maybe I really feel like this is someone related to you, okay? So when we get off, you just think about it. But I think she's just not as bold. There's a man. You've got a lot of loved ones in spirit here, Gina. I got to kind of narrow this down for you. I've
I
got a
sure do.
Oh my gosh, there are like all kind of coming in together. I've got some men trying to come in. I'm like, hey, 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 hey. I've got another woman that makes me feel like she took care of herself, right? Either she dressed nice or she liked to look good. I get a sense of this around her. So, would you understand this? Would this be a woman that would be like your mother? Just
Yes.
put together. I look good. I like to look good. Beautiful. I
Absolutely.
think a great laugh. I really feel like her laugh could open up a room. Do you know what I'm saying? Like her presence could open up a room. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's a very classic feel to her because
Absolutely.
I just saw what's oh my goodness, I don't know my old movie stars too well, but like an old movie star, that's the sense I get with her. So I feel like in her heyday, she's very striking. Do you understand that around her?
Absolutely.
Okay. And she
Absolutely.
dresses really nice, things look good. I think she cared about her figure. Is a woman of hose, pantyhose. So we have pantyhose in her day, right? And very much a woman
Correct.
who very confident. I feel like she's a confident lady. I do feel like there's a sense of her. She gives me a sense of showing a lot of emotion, or it may be emotion in a way that she's more positive than negative. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Like, okay, because I feel like I think people know she cares about them because she makes me feel like she's ill before she passes, or there's an illness she was dealing with. Do you understand that with her?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. because there's something with this where I feel like she didn't want to complain about it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of pride with her. So I feel like she tried to stay brave and tried to stay strong while she was enduring all of this. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I think that she was trying to portray that she wasn't, losing her cognitive abilities.
Yes, exactly. Because I even get like I don't know if you're watching, but even that sense of like remaining my stature. Do you know what I mean? Like remaining my poise, And I think too, even when she was
Yep.
starting to forget things, right? I think she would play it off for a while. Like it wasn't real easy to see that this was happening because I feel like she would play it off, right? And she definitely gives
Even go as far as blaming you for forgetting.
that like I said though, I believe that there's a lot of pride with her. I believe too, she definitely keeps showing me her hands. I don't know if she just had nice hands, nice fingernails, I think some pretty jewelry, but I just feel like there's just this around her where and I think as she started to, get this, Alzheimer's or dementia, I feel like she would hold her hands even more. I think that they were a way to stabilize her. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wonder if even her hands were starting to
Yeah.
shake in any way. But I feel like again for her it was about putting it together. I have this feeling, Gina, when she passed, am I right that you had to help take care of her assets or you were the one really kind of managing what needed to happen for her?
There was definitely a big dispute that you're probably picking up on that, I was a part of, but not directly responsible for.
Okay, got it. Because I do feel like that tug of war that we were dealing with, that there's a sense of selfishness in here, not on your part, but I think on some other family members' parts. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like for her,
Totally.
okay, I feel like for her, this would have been very unexpected for her. She wouldn't really have expected this. You know what I'm saying? And so I do feel like on the other side, I think there's just some people who weren't really honoring what she wanted at the end of the day, And I feel like she's like saying to me, "Don't you worry. I'm going to have a chat with them when they get here." So I feel like you don't have to worry about this, okay? Also, really quick, was there also a man
Okay.
that was in her life? I don't think this is your dad. Do you understand a male in her life that may have been part of this dispute, Gina?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There was
Because
my biological brother,
okay.
um, had input on making sure he inherited everything.
Yeah, but real quick too, and not to wag too many fingers, but I have a feeling he manipulated her a bit as well while she was in the living. So I think that there's something here going on, okay? So she makes me feel like she's aware of this and she makes me feel like again, not to worry that she's really going to address this, but I feel like that upheaval definitely kind of disturbed, very disturbing this upheaval that didn't need to happen. Okay. So I do feel like there's just that sense of her honoring you. One last thing though, would you have gotten a ring from her that she keeps showing me this gorgeous big ring? I don't know. I don't know this big old ring that
Uh,
she's got, a rock on her hand. But do you understand that ring, first of all? A big
no,
old
I didn't inherit everything, but I absolutely 100% know that beautiful rock that you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know what it is. I feel like I think this ring was special. I feel like it was beautiful. I get this. I felt like it was supposed to have gone to you. Do you know if it was supposed to have gone to you and it just didn't because of this dispute or do you not know?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay. So she's, validating that for you. I just feel like she wants to let you know. I feel like she just wished she had been more resilient. Again, I feel like when things were being done or when she was trying to plan, I just feel like she just wishes she had been more resilient to prevent some of this. But she just wants to let you know again how much she loves you guys. And one last thing too is like it's not just you and him. I think there's some other people in here, other siblings. And she's just giving me this sense with this, okay? Where I feel like maybe this brother tried to make it seem like she wasn't as close to you guys. And I feel like she just wants to dispute that and say that's not true at all. That that you were very, very close to her heart, and she absolutely wants to make sure you know that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And that she loves you. Real quick, I'll leave this with you. Our quiet lady, I don't know if your mom has a sister or it's your grandmother's sister. There's just know that this lady is with your mom and your grandmother as well.
Colby, I come from a line of Italians, man. For me to think of a quiet one, that's going to take some work.
You'll see. You'll see that it will come to you. Don't worry about it. When you look at your mom and how much your mom lit up a room and you look at your grandmother like how big she was with life, you're going to go, "Okay, I understand this other lady was definitely more subdued." But you don't have to worry about it now, okay? I just know that your mom wanted to let you know how much she loves you and that she is there for you and that there wasn't this favoritism in a way that it was trying to be shown to you. All right. So and she just wants you to hold on to that. Okay.
And that's my mother or my grandmother.
That's your mother. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will leave that with you and you have a beautiful night.
I cannot thank you for everything you do for all of us trying to make that desperate connection. Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you so much. You have a good night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your mom loves red lipstick, I think. She just gave a
You're
kiss.
right.
You know when they give a kiss and they leave the mark on your face? She just gave a kiss and left the red mark.
Oh my gosh, and that's so Italian.
Yeah, she just gave you a kiss and left the mark on your face. So I just so have a good night,
That is
okay?
awesome.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Thanks again for everything you do.
Thank you. All right, everybody, let us take another caller. How about 859? Hey, 859, this is Colby. Who is this?
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, this is Mallory.
Hi, Mallory. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am well. I'm well. What can I do for you tonight?
So I just wanted to connect with my grandma and my daughter if they come through.
Okay, got it. All right. You know the thing I get, Mallory, am I right though that your daughter is younger when she passes? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of curious. Does she have like real pretty hair or something? She keeps talking about her hair. So do you understand a
Oh my gosh.
connection?
So it's kind of weird you say that. Well, it's weird that you say that. She was actually stillborn.
Uh-huh.
And last night I caught myself looking at her pictures and I was like mesmerized by her hair.
Oh,
It's
you
funny that you say
see?
that.
So that she's letting you know she was with you while you were looking at those pictures, okay? So that's why she brought in that's why she comes out of the gate. That's the first thing she says is letting you know that she was with you. Okay? And she gives me a
Okay.
feeling where I got to tell you, I think she would have had a huge thick head of hair. Cuz when I see her on the other side, oh my goodness, it's all this hair, right? And she gives me this
Oh.
beautiful feeling of well, I don't know if you know what color her eyes are, but I feel like they were blue. Do you happen to know? Were you able to see it all or no?
No, no, I don't know, but her brother does have blue eyes, so
Okay, there you go. So
that makes sense.
that would make sense. Okay. And then do you know a Katie or K name? Kylie, Katie. Is there anyone that you can connect with that a K sounding first name?
Um, Ki a my Aunt Kim, I actually was talking to her earlier. She's actually on the call,
Okay.
about my grandma,
Okay, got it.
and she heard my grandma call out her name. So she actually we're trying to see if my grandma's trying to reach out to her
I got it.
and, like, if she has a message for her.
Perfect. So we'll see. Isn't that funny that she's the grandma's calling her first?
Yeah.
What I feel like though, so obviously your daughter is with your grandmother, right? I mean, I think that we know that. I feel like you wrapped your baby in a blanket, and maybe I don't know if you even buried her with a blanket, but there's something with a blanket with this child, okay? And and I
Yes.
feel like your
Yes, we
grandmother.
buried her in a blanket.
Okay, and your grandmother is saying, "I'm holding the baby with her beautiful blanket." Okay? I feel like that blanket was very special. I don't know if
My
somebody
mom
made it
my
for her.
mom knit
Okay, because it
my
made
mom knitted the
she
blanket.
right, so she's letting oh, I got goosebumps, so your grandmother knows, and this is really beautiful. There is just this feeling where she's letting us know that She's got this baby. Do you also is there an S name? Sam, Samantha? I know it's something with an S. Do you happen to I know it's hard when I pop out names like that. A first or a middle name?
I mean, my aunt's name is Kimberly Sue.
Okay, well, we got I guess I better get to grandma with your because that's actually really funny because that's just her way of saying, "Colby, get back on track. Get back on track with her." I have this feeling, okay, with
That's how she
your
would be too.
I mean, I have this feeling with your grandmother. There's things where I almost feel like so the grandmother is okay. So I want to let you know the grandmother's okay. There's nothing going wrong with the grandmother, okay? But I do feel like there's something going
Mhm.
on with your aunt or her family that she's been dealing with or some pressure she's been under, some stress. And I feel like this grandmother is just trying to say, "Hey, I'm there with you and I'm supporting you." Okay? Like you're not doing this alone. So
Okay.
would you know if your
Mhm.
aunt has been dealing with some issues lately that have been a bit stressful or not sure which direction to go?
Yes, I believe she has.
Okay. So this is your mother's sister, correct? I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that's what it is, right? So but I feel like
My
what
this is my dad's sister.
Okay, got it. What I feel like is with this grandmother, with your aunt, it's almost like it's time to. I think your aunt is about to make some changes. Okay. Like, so she's making me feel like she's about to make some changes or needs to make some changes. And I feel like, again, there's this support, like it's time, it's time, it's time, which is why I feel like her name is being called. Okay. Also, can I ask, how is your
Yes.
aunt's health or her health or her partner's health? How is there anybody's health a little off at the moment that you can think of?
Maybe my dad's. I know she takes him to the doctors often.
Okay.
I don't think it's hers, but maybe my dad's.
Okay. And then she's also in a way taking care of your dad, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Because I feel like
100%.
okay, because I
Yes.
feel like again that's where this support is coming in, okay? Because it's like I feel like these issues with your dad, they make me feel like they're going to be a bit continuous, okay? One thing leads to another sort of, that I feel and I feel like, your aunt is really there and she's there to help everyone and she's there to support people and I feel like your grandmother just says, "Thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of him." Because your grandma, she would have been there in a heartbeat. She would have picked him up. She would have done it. She's such a nurturer. So she's just saying, "Listen, thank you for doing this. You know this is what I would want." And I really appreciate it from you. And also this moment to take time for yourself as well. Like don't push yourself to the edge. Again, I feel like there's a change coming in for your aunt and your grandmother is supporting this. So again, whether it's around work or a situation, there's something going on. So maybe talk to your aunt about it, have her help clarify it. But that's why I
Okay.
feel like the grandmother is coming in. And just to know that she's there and she's going to be with your dad. And so just know that, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, lots of love to you, okay?
Thank you. Have a
Okay.
great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Here we go. How about 856? Hi, 856. This is Colby. Who is this?
Uh,
Hello.
This is Diane.
Hi, Diane. How are you?
Okay.
Good. What can I do for you tonight?
I'm trying to connect with my husband.
Okay, Diane. Okay. Do me a favor as I talk, just try to answer me as quickly as you can, okay? So I don't think you hung up on me. Sound fair?
That's fair.
Okay. I get a
Okay.
sense I feel like your husband's a strong man. So, not just towards the end of his life. I just think, he's a man that would stand up for things or an upstanding man. There's just something about him that I feel like, he's a bit of a man's man. Do you understand that around him?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I get a sense too, like he's a little old fashioned, if I say, in a really fun way, but
Yes, he is.
he's a little old fashioned, a little set in his ways, right? He doesn't like change.
Correct.
Yeah, he gets a sense too. I feel like he showed me a newspaper, Diane. Would you remember him like enjoying his paper or wanting to stay in the news or crossword puzzles, something like this?
He was on his phone a lot on on Facebook and more contemporary.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't read a newspaper in a lot of years.
Right, but even remember, he's got a full life, so let's just even go back to when he's younger. Do you remember him getting a paper or reading a paper? Because he just shows me that
Yes.
he's in a chair reading his paper. And he gives me this sense around him. I'm definitely feeling some health issues with him. Would you understand that around his passing? Health issues.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
breathing issues as well. Do you understand this? Yeah, he definitely doesn't feel very healthy. I think it's like one thing leads to the other with him. Do you understand that?
That is correct.
Okay. And he also gives me I feel that he was in a hospital as well. So would I be correct with that, Diane? Because I don't think he liked the hospital, but I feel like he had to be in a
Yes.
hospital. All right. He didn't like it though. You know he doesn't like it, right? He's not a hospital kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he really wanted to be at
Right.
home, but he needed the care he needed to be in a hospital. But I also feel like, he definitely now there's we've got grandbabies, or he lets me I believe that he's got you both have grandchildren. Am I correct with this?
Yes, you do. Yes, you are.
Okay, because he loved these you understand he loved these grandchildren. I just think that they lit up his life, right? And I believe he's got a
Yes.
grandson as well, because I think he really loved the idea of a grandson as well, right? You understand that?
Yes.
Your husband, I think would you know back in the day, let's take him back in time. Would he have played sports? Again, he just gives me a bit of a fella that would have played sports. I would have been like proud of who he was.
I think he did back in school. Yes.
Okay. And he gives me this feeling too. I think he took a lot of pride in taking care of you and taking care of the family. He worked hard. I just feel like this is a guy who worked hard, and he really, really, really wanted to kick back and enjoy life. But I think there's a part of him that always needed to be busy. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't feel like he could really just not do something.
That is him. Yes.
I wonder if he used to enjoy fishing. I just saw a fishing rod and him by some water. Do you know if he happened to enjoy fishing?
He had a koi pond.
Okay, okay, got it. Would
He
and he
didn't
would but would he sit by this koi pond? Like, I feel like he would really this was like his meditative spot. Not that he's meditating, he's not that kinda guy, but if he needed a peaceful spot, this is it, to either take care of it, to look at it. I think it gave him great joy to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the most important thing.
Yeah, and it's just this feeling where, there's a gentle side to him. I really do feel like there's this gentle side. He loved to kinda show the kids this koi pond. He loved to kinda tell stories to them around it. Like, I just feel like there's this side of him, you know? And I feel like it's something
Yes.
that he really enjoyed. Again, bringing that family around for him was very special. It's what really mattered to him, especially as he got older, right? It's just really, I think, what mattered most.
Yes.
I have this feeling, Diane, that he knew he was gonna pass. I have this feeling he knew that this was it. Do you understand that feeling? Because I'll explain why. Because I think he wanted to try to
Yes.
make sure things were done and make sure he told people what he needed to be done, not necessarily for him, but for you, for the house, things like that. He was very concerned about
Yes.
you, making sure you were going to be okay. And so I feel like he tried to You have a son, am I correct with this, Diane? Cuz he keeps telling me he's telling a man this stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a son.
Okay, because I feel like you would understand that your son either had to help or take charge. Because I feel like your dad was, saying, "Hey, listen, if you could do this or do this for your mother for me, make sure you're there for your mother," that sort of thing, right? So I feel like he really asked the
And
kids.
and he had a son-in-law too
Okay, got it.
that really helped.
Right, got it. So, and just so you know, even for him, a son or son-in-law, he looked at the son-in-law like his son, so he's not really going to differentiate, right, whether it's blood or not, because he's very close to him.
Mm.
And the
That's
son-in-law,
correct.
I think
Yeah.
the one thing he liked about the son-in-law, I feel like your son-in-law is pretty handy. I saw your son-in-law on a ladder, so I don't know if he's recently been on a ladder or he knows how to kind of take care of things like this. But I know your husband really liked him because of that. Do you
Thank
understand?
you.
You understand that? Yeah. And your husband keeps saying, so
Yes, I do.
you still have the house, am I right? There's a house you're living in. Am I correct with this? Like, because he keeps showing me a house and he keeps saying the Christmas lights.
I had to sell our house
Okay,
and I
got it.
moved to a new place.
Okay, got it. Got it. I feel like he's still, so I think your husband used to put up Christmas lights. I feel like at Christmas, the lights were going up on the house. Do you understand this with him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel he liked this. He liked enjoying it. I feel like just in your space, honey, you do little things to celebrate. He wants you to celebrate Christmas. He wants you to have joy. He wants to bring that to you. You may hear a bell. I know this is going to sound really random, Diane, but you may hear a bell ring, a bell, like a ding, 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 or ding, something like this. I know that sounds so strange, but this is your husband letting
Okay.
me know he's around you. Cannot imagine
Uh,
how that's gonna be, but you just you let me know if you hear a ding or a ring or a bell. There's something like this that makes me feel like he's letting you know he's around you. Or maybe there's a doorbell that rings and there's no one there. Just something about a ring. The phone rings, there's no one there. There's something like this.
okay.
All right? Because he lets you know that he's with you. He
I
lets
will
you know
I
that
will
he
keep
Okay, hang on. One last thing. I know your place is smaller, or it feels like it's smaller. Where you are staying is smaller for you, but he also lets me know that he's with you. All right. So he's also letting me know that he's with you. And that again, one of those things is he wants you to enjoy. He really wants you to enjoy life. He wants you to enjoy where you are. I know it's hard for you, but he's with you, honey. He's very much with you. I know he's like your best friend. I know he's your everything. He's your rock, but you are that to him, and he wants to let you know you are that to him. You will always be that to him. I think he had an enormous amount of respect for you too. I just feel like he just loved you as a woman, as a wife, as a lover. He Not to get too TMI on you, Diane, but I think there was a time you two were
I
very,
know.
very passionate. He loves everything about you, all right? And just to know that, all right? And I just feel like he wants to appreciate you. He appreciates you being there, you standing by him. I think things were tough. You stood by him, you held his hand, you told him you loved him, you kissed him. He knew it, he felt it, and he can't wait to see you one day when it's your turn. He will be there with open arms for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Lots of love to you,
Thank you
okay?
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Lots of love, honey, and have a good
Thank you
night.
very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, let us do another one. Oh my goodness, so many calls. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. How about 559? Hey, 559. This is Colby. Who is this? Hello, 559. Hang on. 559.
It's
Are you there?
Katie.
Oh,
Hi, can you hear me?
yeah, who is this?
This is
Hello.
Katie.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Hello. Katie,
Hi.
how are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. What can I do for you tonight, honey?
Well, my sister and my mom asked me to call in because they're on the line too,
Okay.
and we wanted to see if we can say hi to my dad or get in touch with my dad. I get married Saturday, and he left us
Oh,
a few years ago, and
okay. Let's see. Let's see. The first thing I see is a grin. So I don't know if your dad had this kind of cheeky grin or he had this like, like this, like you could
oh
kind of
yes,
know
he
what he
did.
was thinking. There's something mischievous in his eye.
Yep,
Like
that's him.
it's very playful too. Like
Definitely
I
him.
think when you guys were kids, like he'd hide things. There's a playful side to him. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And there's
Yes, it
also
does.
do we have I'm just curious. I heard an M like a Michael name. Is there a Michael in the family, first, middle name, in the living or in spirit? Mark, Michael? Because I got an M name as well.
A Mark.
What, honey?
There's a Mark, but not a Michael.
Okay, you
There's a
understand
Mark, but not a Michael.
okay, fine. Then Mark comes in, and your dad kind of gives me the feeling where your dad would size people up. So I think that that's exciting. So this fiance, I do feel like passes the test, which is very exciting for you, right? Because I think if your dad didn't like someone, people would know it. There's no way
Yes.
he'd give his blessing if he didn't like this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he
Yes.
does. He very, very much likes him. He very much is giving his blessing on this for sure. I feel like this man has been in your life, absolutely was a rock for you as well. Do you, your fiance, you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like
Yes.
there's something around the timing of when he came into your life and your dad's passing. Do you understand this? Because I almost feel like there's a reason
Yes.
he came into your life. Like either your dad just passed and then he comes in. There's something like with this timing. Do you understand that, honey? Hello?
Yeah, he came in before.
Okay.
He got to meet him.
Okay. I feel like with him though, there's something around it where your dad passes and this man just really stepped up for you because your dad knows there's something about your relationship where he really took it to the next level. And that's how you kind of go, wow, this really is the man I could spend the rest of my life with, you know? And I feel like your dad recognized that and he saw that. I feel like your dad definitely gave me the feeling of I think liking control a little bit or wanting to make sure things were in order the way he liked them. Do you understand that around your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
Yes.
feel like there's something too with him where like things needed to be in their place. Like I don't think he liked his things messed with or he didn't like people moving his stuff. Ask your mom that because I feel like she
Oh,
would
yes.
know this. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
can
was
hear
a clean freak.
yeah, I can hear your mom going, I yes, that's exactly how he was. Don't touch it. Don't leave it alone." I think even like this is really uncommon. Like, but like his drawer, right? Like either his socks were folded up or his underwear. Like, there's something very meticulous,
Yes.
right?
He did definitely have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hang on one second. Ask your mom. This is I feel like your dad either there's a coin that your dad has or like an emblem. There's something like this that I think your mom has that would have been your dad's. And I feel like your dad says take that for your wedding day so that you have something of his with you. So maybe you maybe you can ask your mom if she knows what that is.
I'm asking her.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta
I
keep
know I'm
talking because
asking
'cause we're
her.
live on
Sending her
air.
a message.
All right. Oh, no, I just need you to talk to me, honey, because it would be too hard to have you do that, all right? So just ask her when you get off and see,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I kn go ahead, honey, what?
no, she just wrote back saying he had a coin of excellence.
There you go. I feel like that coin of excellence, sweetheart, is what you're supposed to carry with you on your wedding day. All right. So maybe we can slip it in our purse, slip it in our brassiere, however we're wearing. I one other thing, it's like he wants you to enjoy this day. I believe your dad would have had a handkerchief. I believe that there's a handkerchief, and I believe that your mom again either still has these or something like that. So I feel like taking that with you as well, okay? So I feel like that's a part of it as well, honey.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember if your dad had handkerchiefs? Real quick, your dad
I don't remember. I really
ask
don't recall.
okay, you can ask your mom. Your dad gives me a sense too where I feel like, I just feel like in a way he's taken too soon, right? It's like he got his homework done. That's how we explain it, right? It seems like, but I feel like there was so much life in him. You know what I mean? He was I think he was excited about
Oh, yeah.
life. I feel like he loved life. I feel like he had so much he was looking forward to. But I also know
Oh,
that he loved to like make people feel good. Your dad was a man who loved to make people feel good.
yes, he was.
Would your sister happen to have children yet, sweetheart? Your dad makes me feel like I know he's excited about grandbabies, but I almost feel like maybe we have a baby in the family.
We have one due in January.
There we go.
My brother.
Your dad knows this, honey. Your dad is very much aware of this. So maybe can you share that with your brother? I don't know if there's a
Oh, yeah, I definitely will.
do you know there's a Jack, a Jason, something like this, a name as well? Or is that what they're gonna name the kid? Or
No, my fiance's Jose. It's a J name,
Okay,
but
okay,
or
there
there's
w
his sister.
okay, got it, okay. There's something here where, again, your dad gives it I mean, you would have known he liked this man, but I think there's something about Jose that I feel like is gonna be very, loyal to you, and that was very your loyalty is huge to your dad. He's just a man of his word. Loyalty is important, the name is important, and so, again, I do feel it's like almost like not that your dad is a sheriff, right? But you know how policemen, you know how they kinda eyeball
No.
people up? It's like your dad would is like an eyeballing people up. Like he had good sense about people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he just lets us know that he's got a good
Yes.
sense about Jose. Okay?
Yes.
And he just wants you to enjoy your day. He just wants you to love it, enjoy it. You gotta give your sister a kiss from him as well. I know people miss him. So I know we've got this wedding. Is there another celebration in December, a birthday that we have for someone or an anniversary of some sort that you can connect to? Or did we just have a birthday?
No.
Yes.
No. So
Mhm. Yeah, there
my
is.
my sister's boyfriend's birthday's tomorrow.
Well, see? There you go. See? Come on now. I told you. He told you. So, he's letting us know to celebrate. He just wants to let you know he's this he's around these things, you know? Your sister's boyfriend, it's like, there's something good about this as well, right? I gotta go, but there's something good about this as well. Like, so I feel like your dad feels very good about who's coming into your lives, who's there for you. Because again, he's that protector guy. He's a very protector guy, very protective of his family. So I feel like even from the other side, he is giving this love. He's giving this protection. He's really letting you guys know how much love he has for you, okay?
All
All
right.
right. So I will leave that with you, honey, okay? All right. You have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. You have a beautiful night, okay? Your dad smells good, by the way,
Thank
really
you. You
quick.
too.
Your dad smells good. I think he wore cologne because he smells good, right? He's a good
Yes.
smelling
Yep.
man. So anyhow, he gives you lots of love.
Mhm.
You have a beautiful celebration. Know he'll be there. I believe you're putting a seat out for him because he knows you put a place out for him and he's aware of this and he's excited to be there. So just know he will be there. You have his picture up there. There's something there and he knows this. Okay, honey?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby doll. Lots of love, honey.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. That is the end of our show. It was good to have you back. I know there were so many callers. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of you. What a beautiful opportunity that we got to connect to those loved ones. And I'm excited to be here to see you. I will see you next week. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. You can always listen to this on your drives, right? All right, everybody. Lots of love to you. You have a beautiful night, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.